welcome back to the Out Scott Free Podcast. I am your host with the least, Atlas Scott. This is Olivia Scott right here, my wife and also co-host of our now show, because now we have a guest. His name is Elijah. Say hello.
Hi, guys.
What's up?
What's up, dude?
What's going on,
It's so
brother?
good to see you.
Yeah, this is the first time we're doing a joint podcast, a potential interview, if you will. And we're gonna
guest podcast.
podcasts, and we're just gonna have fun with it. And I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys like it, make sure to like it. Maybe comment about it. I don't know. We might just keep doing this. We'll see. But anyways, Elijah, what's going on?
Nothing much. Just woke up. I work night shifts, by the way, everybody. So I just woke up. Like, what is it right now? Is it like 9? My watch doesn't work.
It's 10:30.
It's 10:30. Great. Yeah, it's 10:30. I woke up at like 5.
It's dark right now.
Yeah, it is dark right now. It is very dark outside for sure.
Yeah.
So this is
100%.
like mid-afternoon for you.
Yeah.
Time-wise.
Yeah, this is like 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
1 p.m.
Yeah.
No, yeah, probably.
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, I was gonna
Tough.
say, like, with these podcasts, like, we try and do it to like capture our lives and certain part of our lives, and so we were thinking when we incorporated guests on, we wanted to make sure that we kind of talked about their place in our lives.
Heck yeah.
And kind of start off with that and kind of go from there. And so, who is Elijah to us? Me and Elijah have been friends since 2020. Yes.
Yes.
It all started with the idolization
chat.
of Danny
Group
Robb.
chat. Yeah.
Yeah, I was dating the drummer at church at the time.
Yep.
And got put into the church friends group chat, which
Yeah.
they were all a little bit older than me. You're 2 years older than me. Isn't that right?
I think I'm a year and change.
A year and some.
Yeah.
He's 25. I'm 23.
Yeah.
But I'll be 24 later this year. So
Year and a
yeah,
half.
you're right.
Year and a half,
You're
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But we got put into this group chat together. We didn't really talk very much for the first several months of being in that group chat.
No.
And then we started working at Olive Garden together.
Yep.
There was also a
OG.
point. I went to your gig.
You went with Kyle. You
Yeah.
went with yeah. You went
To- And I.
me and Andrew, Sam, and
Yep.
Evan.
Yes, we went to this gig. It was at
Lighthouse Midlothian.
Yeah, Midlothian, and I didn't really know
What a
Elijah at the time, but I was like, that guy is in my group chat.
Yeah.
Alan.
Yeah. That's what the name was at the time.
I thought his name was Alan
Holy
because that was
cringe.
his name on Instagram.
Yeah. Holy cringe.
Yeah, that's his middle name.
Yeah. I was like 19, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
So
Not
yeah.
Alan.
Still
Yeah.
a kid in my eyes.
So your name
Yeah.
is not Alan?
Yeah.
That's what
No.
they're calling you.
Middle name. Middle name.
But I think we kind of we had a relationship like via Instagram DMs for a while
Yeah.
where you just like comment on a story or whatever.
I
and
don't
it'd lead
remember
into
how
something.
it started, but it was just
And
but then we also
eventually-
worked together.
Yes,
so,
I
yeah,
pieced
yeah.
it together that Alan was the Elijah that I worked with.
yeah.
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
And yeah, we kind of hit it off working at Olive Garden.
Yeah.
I think that's where we really clicked.
Yep, for sure.
We had a lot of things in common, music,
Yeah.
church, whatever. But there were a lot of times where like after shifts or whatever, we'd just go hop in a car and go park in a parking
Yep.
lot and just talk for hours.
Yep.
And that's kind of how it just,
It was the
how it
best.
started.
It was the best.
Yeah.
I mean, when you work like in food service, you're gonna get close with everybody you work with because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so chaotic and
Well,
stuff.
I
so.
feel like you either start hating them or start loving them.
no, there's not really much
No
in between.
in-between.
No.
Yeah.
No, but we
Yeah, I
were like
understand that.
homies for sure. But I was about to go to college
Yeah.
at that time. And so like over the summer, we had like a budding friendship and then I left.
Yeah.
But we still kept in touch, which
Yeah.
was rare for me at the time with friends because most of my friends kind of fizzled out after I went to college. So
Yeah.
you were one of the ones that stayed around. And yeah, there were several times throughout that darker season of my life that I leaned on him and he was always there for me.
Yeah.
And I always
Vice versa.
appreciated that.
Vice
yeah.
versa. There were some rough years.
Yeah. Yeah. After I moved back home, we hung out a bunch. That
For
was
sure.
that was the Walmart parking lot era.
Yeah, I
Where
was
we'd
in
go-
Navarro. Yeah, I was at the college and yeah.
I'd either meet him in
Yeah.
Corsicana or you'd come to Ennis and yeah.
Buc-ee's
a lot
at
of
the
fun
Walmart.
times there.
Yeah.
Yep. And then after that, I moved back to Nacogdoches for a bit and then came back and moved to Waxahachie. You moved to Waxahachie.
Same time, yeah.
Not too long after that.
Yeah.
And we were over at each other's places.
Oh,
like
all the time.
nearly
All the time.
Nearly every day.
It really was. But we literally lived less than 5 minutes away.
Yeah,
Like,
it was, like,
your
right down the
apartment
road.
was on this side, 287. Mine was on this side.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you had to go through a little bit more, but yeah,
Yeah,
you get
like
it.
I
Yeah.
brought Hugo to your apartment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's how close we were.
Yeah.
Hugo hates the car, and I was okay with it. Yeah.
Helga
but-
at the time.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Pre Hugo times.
Yeah.
Pre-transition.
Yeah. But we just
Pre-transition, yeah.
pre-transition. Yeah, but we hung out all the time in that apartment. Eventually, you moved back
Yeah, I
into a
moved
little
here.
shack.
Yep.
But we stayed in touch and
Yep.
we hung out, and then moving around just throughout the years, we just always hung out. But our friendships consisted of many late night long
Yep.
yap conversations, us filling each other in on more of things that we care about that maybe the other person doesn't, because we
Yeah.
actually care to listen.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Twos.
Yeah, twos.
Twos.
Yeah, we're both Enneagram 2s. I think
Yep.
that's where we click the most.
Yep.
Yeah. And yeah.
And your dad is. That's why me and him. That's why I love that guy. Yeah.
Yeah. But we've, always been there for each other. It's
Yeah,
been
no,
great.
for sure.
Yeah. I have had so many more deep conversations with Elijah than like anybody else
Honestly,
in my
most
life
people.
besides you at this point, which hopefully,
Yeah.
you know.
I had a
Yeah.
lot of deep conversations with like my friends from high school that I'm still friends with.
Yeah.
But by the couple years of me and you, like you
It,
caught
like,
up at
came
that
up
point.
to
Yeah,
par,
you
yeah.
had caught up at that point. We got there for sure. And then
Yeah.
me and you have already had really good,
Oh, yeah.
deep conversations.
Bunch of deep
so, yeah.
conversations.
But we all three of us obviously we're literally doing a podcast right now. We like the app.
Yeah.
We like the
Combos
app.
at night.
Yeah.
Let's
We've
have it.
always,
Yeah.
Make it
I
happen.
appreciated that Atlas was that way too, because like integrating him into me and Elijah's friendship was very easy, like right off the
It
bat.
literally, when you say right off the bat, it was like the
Like-
day I came to your apartment to hang out with you,
Yeah.
and you were there.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you say? On the phone, I was trying to figure out the code, and he was like, "You don't know it by this point." I never talked to the guy. I never talked to him. I was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get along."
It's like,
just fine.
so we're on the same bill right
We're gonna
now.
get along just fine. And like from then on, it was like, boom, yeah, just
vibes.
one other
Just
best
straight
friend,
vibes.
just out of
Yeah.
nowhere. Just there we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, like
Didn't have to work
before
for it or
then-
anything.
Yeah.
It's here.
It's just there.
It's
yeah.
here.
Before then, I had been anticipating that 21 Pilots concert that I met him at. And
Yeah.
I kept telling you, I've said this on this podcast before,
Yeah.
but Elijah can vouch for this. I was
Yeah.
like, I really hope I meet my husband at
No,
this 21
seriously, it was
Pilots
almost like a
concert.
little bit freaky. It was like,
Yeah,
whoa.
it was so weird.
actually
Like,
did
because I
that.
brought it
Yeah.
up all the time, and it
Yeah.
was like kind of an ongoing joke. And then I like actually did. And yeah, I remember like talking to you about him,
Yeah.
like over the phone. And I think we hung out once before you met him too.
Yeah.
Just me and you, like talking about him. And you're like, I'm actually so excited to meet this
Yeah.
guy.
Real
But-
quick, I'm also I love your side of that era of y'all's relationship.
Oh, yeah?
Like hearing hers, I heard yours for, of course, when it like in real time when it was going on.
sure.
Yeah.
But then over the past couple months, actually, we've had conversations, and you've ended up talking about that a few times, like
Yeah.
those drives to Arlington and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's like
Oh, yeah.
hearing both of y'all's side now. I love it. I love
Yeah.
it.
Full encompass right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy. But
Sorry. Yeah,
No, you're good.
Yeah.
no, it's all good. I was going to say, it was just like, I think there was probably some worry on your end of whether or not you'd like him. Maybe.
Whether I know it was whether or not whoever you found in life would like me.
Yeah.
Just be cool with it. You know,
Oh,
because people get
that's fair.
It's kind of reasonable, honestly. Like
100%.
I get it,
Yeah,
I get it. But like,
It's like, does he like me as a friend too?
yeah, I'm like just
Yeah.
want to make sure we're.
Does he
all
want
on
to
the
date
same
me as
page.
well?
Well, I think that co-ed friendships get so wishy-washy all the
No, for
time,
sure.
and they can become a big place of insecurity in relationships.
Yeah,
And so,
which again,
yeah,
it makes sense.
But
Like,
it's also
yeah.
like Elijah's one of my best friends. Like I wasn't gonna let some relationship be something that just like walked all over that too. So it was really kind of testing the waters with everybody.
Yeah.
Like having y'all hang out for the first time. But it was so cool because I had a feeling that y'all would like each other.
Yeah.
And it was like right off
literally
the bat.
both drummers.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
I mean, yeah. What
That's
do you
helpful.
expect? Yeah.
Both
yeah,
drummers, both make music. Yeah, Christians, like
Yep.
the same kind of music, like the same kind of movies. And it was like, I was so happy when y'all both came into the Arlington apartment.
Yep.
And there was like points where I was just sitting there, like watching y'all talk.
Yeah.
And I was just like, ha ha ha. Yes, it worked. It
was
worked.
perfect.
This is correct.
Yeah.
It really
I'm
was,
like, I'm so glad I don't have anything to say right
Nothing,
now.
yeah. And then you also would whoever I find in life, you also instantly made it easier
Yeah.
for me now.
Yeah.
Not to be selfish, but
Yeah.
you did because they're gonna see him in the way, and it's like, yeah,
like, oh, it's
super
simple.
easy. Yeah.
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 Easy.
So super fun. But yeah, that's kind of how it went. What did y'all think of each other when you first met
I hated
each
him.
other?
No, I couldn't stand the guy.
Worse. So smelly.
No.
I'm kidding.
No. It was instantly. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna get along so fine. It was super cool.
Yeah.
I remember you had music you had just been working on, and you were wanting to show it to me.
Oh, into the car. Yeah, we went down to the car.
And you were
yeah.
like, "Do y'all want to listen to this music?" And Atlas was like,
Yeah.
"Brother."
I remember appreciating
player.
how much you were locked in.
Oh yeah.
Like you were like,
I hate
whenever
when people
I would
are
start,
scrolling when they're showing them stuff.
'Cause you
Kill
had,
me.
like,
Dude
a
had his
whole,
eyes
like-
closed, like
Yes.
just like it was like 20 minutes long.
I was
It
gonna say like
little-
5 songs
yeah.
maybe.
I was like, let me
It's like an
envelop in
EP.
this, and I did. I don't know if I prefaced it or if it said it after, but I was like, realize I'm not gonna react.
Right.
Because
I just want to experience.
Because she reacts very well.
Yeah.
And that's very helpful for artists like us. But I was like, artists, you have to realize I'm not reacting because I don't like it.
Right.
I'm not reacting because if I react, it's because I'm emphasizing something that I'm not trying to emphasize.
Yeah. Right.
So, and
right.
you
yeah,
appreciate
you're
that.
just trying to like experience the whole thing.
Yeah. 100%.
Same thing like if you went to a movie. I'm that way. I don't like the.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like hearing somebody talk or like the phones. I don't even like
They're
the
like,
candy
"What is that?"
wrappers in
It's
the
like,
background that is super loud. But
unnecessary.
You have to eat candy when you're at the movies. I mean,
You do what you can. You know.
Yeah.
You do
You
what
have
you
to.
can.
You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
So it was like this little vibe in the car, and Atlas had his seat reclined and his eyes closed, and I was sitting there in the back, and we were just vibing.
We're all vibing. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, and it was great because then you got to talk to him about it afterwards.
Yeah.
And then I remember after you left, Atlas was like, "He's a really good, really good producer."
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
man.
yeah, I appreciate that. I didn't know that. Thanks.
Oh, 100%.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. It's like,
Well,
if you were bad, which you're not,
I
but
would know
if
about
you
it.
were bad, I wouldn't have told you. I would have found some technical aspect or something that I liked about it. And I'd be like,
emphasize
that's
on that.
cool. I like that you're doing
Yeah.
that. Keep doing your thing. And I would have been like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
you
a-
don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I get
no,
that. I have
because
to
it
do
would be
that.
unnecessary for me to be like, it's actually pretty bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
It's also somebody's art,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
like it could be the world to somebody, but not be your thing.
Yes.
So it's like you don't want to poop on it.
Exactly. It
No.
doesn't
You know?
have to be like just because even if they like it, the creators, someone else
Yeah.
might like it and
Yeah.
you don't. So you
Yeah.
have to think about it that way. And
Exactly.
again,
It's
you
like
don't
you
want to hurt
with-
somebody's feelings.
Correct.
Yeah,
Like,
you with
know,
metal, it's like I know you're not gonna like that kind of music, so I'm not
Yeah.
gonna show it to you.
But I need you to appreciate that
Yeah.
concept.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
it's like not my cup of tea, but
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like we go like I go as not as hard honestly, but like I go close to as hard as y'all do with 21 Pilots with like Bring Me the Horizon, or like when I used
Yeah.
to listen to Dance Gavin Dance.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I like go to
Yeah.
all the shows every time they were in Dallas.
Yeah.
I was there. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Makes
The
Makes
only
all
reason
sense
I
well.
missed Bring Me the Horizon this year is because my friend's wedding was on the same day.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh,
good reason
yeah.
I might go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good reason.
Not bad
Yeah,
at all.
I
Not
think
bad at
so
all.
too.
I was still like a little hurt, but
Yeah.
the wedding made it better.
I was gonna say, I hope the wedding kind of
I know,
fulfilled
it
that
did. For sure.
dream.
It was I would much rather have been there. Yeah.
No worries there.
Yeah.
No worries there.
But like music production wise, y'all both have your own kind of like endeavors.
Oh,
It
yes.
was because I have Annex B and you have FORE.
FORE.
Yeah, which is FORE.
Yes.
Both-
like the golf.
Yeah.
Ford.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ford.
Spelled like that.
But it's
Watch out, it's about to hit you.
both of them are like up and starting right now too,
Yeah.
though when it comes from like a outsider perspective looking in.
Yeah. I
know
mean, mine's
both of-
just demos.
Yeah.
We all have 3 fans and they're all in this room.
Yep. That's it. That's exactly. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
The funny thing is like y'all have been working on this music and like been artists for years, but nobody knows y'all's stuff because y'all don't have
I
a
know.
lot out right now.
I had one song out, and
Yeah.
I think it's still on Apple, but that's it.
And
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
technically like y'all are like a lot further on music wise than it's perceived to be, but to the general public it's like y'all haven't really done
You
much.
guys just started. I'm like, nah, man.
Yeah.
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 Just started as a beta.
But it's cool because y'all are kind of like at this like
Yeah.
even playing field because
Oh,
of
yeah.
that, which I appreciate.
1,000%. Instead of like, I don't know, you being farther along and I don't know, doing a tour, that'd be crazy. But like doing like a tour, and I'm just sitting there like, that's cool. I'm
Yeah.
never gonna talk to him. He's scary. This is ridiculous.
Right.
I'm
How
not
do you
doing
get
this.
there?
I don't know what. You're like, you just got to play the music. And I'm like, no, okay, Dave Grohl, I don't need that from you right now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So what is like Annex B throughout the years? Like how did it get to where it's at?
Annex B is interesting because it was an accident.
Yeah.
Annex B for me, because I got into. I need to ask you, how did you get into production?
Yeah, I was gonna
People in that group chat like the one guy that was at that gig you were talking about in Midlothian, Evan, and then Danny. We had like a little band, an idea of a band for about 6 months or so.
Yeah.
And I wanted to write the drums for this one song that Danny was working on that he was gonna just like we were just gonna put it as a band song.
Yeah.
And so him and Evan recorded guitars and stuff. So he taught me on Ableton how to program drums.
Yeah.
And it did take me like the whole day pretty much. But
Sure.
after he's a good teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. But after he taught me like everything pretty much, I was able to record a pretty basic beat, but it sounded good.
Yeah.
And after that, I got kind of into it. I downloaded I think it was like the $100 version, and then it worked my way up over time. But Danny pretty much taught me everything I knew about production and YouTube and Instagram Reels. Not gonna lie, I mean, they learned a lot from that too.
Yeah.
But it just kind of it really happened more organically than anything. Like I guess I could also say it was kind of an accident. Like I was just there to write drums, and they're like, well, here you could program them on this.
Yeah.
I have this kit.
Yeah.
Boom, show me that, and after that, I knew how to do notes and stuff like that, and we got into the
And then you're
Was
off to the
that
races at that
high
point.
school for you too, or was
It was
that after
senior.
high school?
It was like I remember having to leave that day for a little bit because Devin had a graduation party or a college, something about leaving for college party.
Yeah.
It was like it was honestly like a couple days before graduation.
Okay.
Like literally like 2020, and that was COVID too.
Yeah.
Like everything was pretty much shut down.
Yeah. So you had a lot of time to figure it out.
Plenty. Yeah. Still on spring break, by the way.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
7 years later.
Still figuring it out. Still
technically.
figuring it out.
Yeah.
Haven't stopped breaking.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
For sure.
crazy.
No, I think for me, for Annex, I started production because it was production first for me as well, or at least like when getting into actual music creation. Because I think a lot of people start, at least for songwriters, they'll start on the piano and their vocals, and then they're like, we'll just figure out the song, and then I'll go to a producer and make the song with them.
Yeah.
And I was the producer at the start. And so, which I think is very helpful for both of us because we actually know how to do it now.
Yeah.
Make something cool.
For sure.
But for me, I wanted to, because I was getting into Toy and Pilots. This is early on Toy and Pilots obsession for me. And I'm like, I want to figure out, actually, no, that's not true. I went on this YouTube rabbit hole of finding vocalists as in instrumental versions of their songs. And I was like, how did this guy find like the stems is what I figured out what that term was. Where it's like, how does the guy get the vocals out of here? And he commented, he was like, I actually recreated these songs through Logic. And I was like, what is that? What is Logic? And I looked it up and I realized, because I would always see like on like Mac ads, like the little like platinum record app thing. And that's Logic Pro. That's the app icon. And I was like, all right. So that's what that is. It's a music thing. And so I learned later it's basically GarageBand but upgraded. And so exactly.
Yeah.
And so I downloaded like the trial, I think like the 30-day trial that you could get in a day of Logic itself. And I was like, okay. And so like I found the sounds that Tyler Joseph uses on certain songs, and I was like, this is the thing for trees, and this is the thing for screen, and this is the thing for Ode to Sleep, and I'm like, this is crazy, and like all the RAB stuff, like regional best stuff, like you could find all that pretty easily, and I was like, oh, this is so sick. But then I went to GarageBand because it was way simpler, and I actually kind of knew how to use the interface. And I started on my iPad Air, kind of like diddling on that, and then like I stole my sister's keyboard because she wasn't at the house at the time. She was at college at this point in my life. And I'm just like, all right, I want to figure out piano because I think that would be helpful for this skill. So I'm going to keep it next to my desk, and if I want to play it, I can. I'm going to connect it to my computer so I can figure out MIDI stuff. And so I started to learn piano from there. And then a culmination of like months, I don't think it was years, but definitely a bunch of months later, I come from a directing background specifically. I started making movies before I started making music. But when I started to actually make stuff that I liked, I realized I could score my own movies. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna score my own movie. And then I started to go into Logic for that and recording and stuff like that. And then I made like a whole like mini album for this short film. And I was like, okay, so it's not terrible. This is really cool. And so I started to like make more original music from there, but also scoring my own films. And then I started to realize, oh, like there's a song called Remain that I started to work on, and I was like, this is actually a really awesome original music or song that I would actually put on a playlist. Like everything else that I made before then was dog. It was not good. But this, I was like, okay, there's something here. There's something here that I like. And so I started to develop that, made a couple songs from that. And then I was just like, all right, I'm off to the races. And so I made like EP after EP after EP. And my goal was to actually create an hour's worth of songs so that I could perform them live. Because I started to get into performing live at that point. And eventually I finished the album, but this is now 5 years later of starting that album. And finish is debatable, but like definitely get all the songs completed. And then I start to try to like actually release them. And then she comes into the fray, and I'm like, all right, this is more important than my music, so I pause. And then we get married, and then we finally get back into it. And it was so awesome to have her by my side, because she was pushing for those songs to get released, because I showed her the whole album, and she was like, the fact that this is not released, it's foolish. And I was
done.
I was exactly, and I was so grippy with all of it, to the point where she gave me the confidence to start releasing it. And so that's where I'm at right now. I'm coming up on my last EP for the whole album to actually get released, and really stoked about it.
I was going to say, the cool thing with both of you guys, like what you said earlier, most people, when they write songs, it's like with a keyboard and lyrics. Something I know with both of y'all, it starts before even you do lyrics. It's like, this sounds really cool. I want to make something that I can put on top of this. And that was something that I learned about you before you knew Elijah, that I was like, I think they're going to connect music production wise, because they both are like, this sounds like a vibe. Let's do something with it.
Right.
You know?
Very, very like
I agree.
Non-traditional.
Yes.
For sure. Even for producers, modern day producers.
No, well, I start with the production, because I can easily print out lyrics from my mind, but I can't easily just print out a beat that I like, or an instrumental that I like. And so I'm like, all right, I got to make the thing that I know sonically I love, and then I'll start adding lyrics, because I know what vibe I'm trying to go for anyways.
And the sounds like that you make, the ones that you find like, okay, we're keeping that's there. That inspires lyrics. That inspires, what does that sound like? That sounds like something, like that chord itself sounds desperate. Let me find a super depressing, sad, desperate lyric, and it helps with that. Like, I don't know, that's just me.
No,
but
that's me, bro. That's what I'm telling you. And I think the only song I actually ever wrote before I started doing any production was Golden Part 3. Which I think
great song, by the way.
I think
check it out, please.
Really cool song, really fun.
It's not out yet, but it will be.
But it was one of those times it was cool too, because there's two major parts to that song. There's one half, the first half and the second half. First half I wrote kind of already on my own without any production. Did the production for it, and then I realized there could be a whole second half to the song that I added. So I continued writing through the production. And I think there's a lost opportunity with artists that just use their own producers, and or use other producers instead of themselves, figuring it out on their own. And I get it. It's like a lot of time, and it's monotonous. And I can assume that if you're like a celebrity, you probably don't have the time. So you do whatever you want. Since I do have the time, and I know what I like, it was a lot easier to find my taste through production than it was to try to like go to other producers, because I know I have a friend, David Archibald, shout out David,
great guy,
where great guy, and he started out when he was releasing music, going to other producers to create his own songs, and he was paying people and doing all these things, and I think he got to a point, either budget wise or just logically wise, where he literally was like, you know what, I'm just gonna figure this out on my own, and do my own thing. And I was kind of sitting there, I was like, I'm really glad, I'm now super glad I didn't even start in the way that he started, because he's now having to learn what I had to learn for years, and still learning for sure. And I don't know, I think to have that opportunity to not only write lyrics to express your emotions, but to also write through the production is so much more impactful to your audience, and way more effective, in my opinion, than any words could ever be.
For sure.
Yeah.
I was gonna point this out earlier. I think you're in this for a lot of the same reasons that I am like so interested in production. Is like I learned throughout I would say the last like 4 years of my childhood. So 0 to 18. So like my right before being an adult, I guess, whatever. I kind of got into like music more and certain bands and stuff, but I didn't really know much about production at all. It was very foreign to me. And then I started learning about like like visionaries in production, like the big people, like your Mike Deans, Rick Rubin's and stuff. I learned like this simple little example, like Rick Rubin Johnny Cash came to him and wanted to do a song.
Yeah.
In like 2002, 2003.
Yeah, early 2000s.
And he said he wanted to do a cover.
Yeah.
So Rick Rubin's like, how about Hurt by Nine Inch Nails?
Yeah.
And it became Hurt by Johnny Cash. I never knew that. I've heard that song my whole life.
Oh, same.
And
Yeah.
I love Johnny Cash. I love all of his stuff. But let's
Yeah.
be honest, Hurt by Johnny Cash is his best song.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
It's not even
and it
comparable.
doesn't take away from Johnny Cash doing what he did and
Yeah.
his voice, his acoustic guitar,
Yeah.
him and June Carter behind the video. But the fact that that was Rick Rubin's idea, I was like, oh,
That's
what I
insane.
want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that type of stuff is really cool. And
Yeah.
then you find out about people like Mike Dean or what's his name? Father figure. John
John
Bellion.
Bellion.
like
You got John Bellion, you got
get
Ryan
to
Tedder.
work with the greatest of the greats. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I'm not saying I have goals to get to that level or anything. I'm just saying it's just the concept of it is so interesting. He gets to work with the best of the best, like the
Yeah.
greats.
Yeah.
The people that have to worry about, publicity and stuff like that. And he just gets to be behind the scenes,
Yeah.
hanging with those people, making decent money with them, but he doesn't have
Yeah.
to worry about that. He's a normal guy,
100%.
And it's
Yeah.
it's cool to me. It's I don't know. It's just very different from anything else in the music industry, if
Yeah.
you will.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think something else too, because y'all are both big film buffs.
For sure.
Y'all both really appreciate the scores of films.
Oh, yeah. Hans.
Yeah,
100%.
very
What's up?
heavily.
Yeah. Love
And
that guy.
I noticed that was something y'all both had in common too.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that really influences your music too, because y'all feel something without words.
100%,
Always with
100%.
music, and I feel like not everybody does.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of people, they need lyrics to
Yeah.
be able to get into music, but
Yeah.
y'all are so like I can feel it by just hearing the way it's moving.
Yeah.
Well,
so
we
that's
talked
something
about
cool.
that, where you go first words, and then you hear the production and you hear the instrumentation. You're like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, and I'm assuming we're both the same, where we're like,
sure.
I'm basically, I can't hear English at a certain point at the first listen, where I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just listening
I'm
to
here
music.
for the music.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Yeah.
don't remember lyrics well because of that.
Same.
I really don't remember lyrics that well. Like
Yeah.
it would have to be on my Spotify Wrapped for me
Dude.
to remember like even the chorus,
Dude,
honestly.
I'll know melody like the back of my hand, but
Sure.
I don't know what you said.
Exactly. Which can be dangerous. Like,
It's very
as,
dangerous.
trying to make it out here as a Christian guy.
Oh, 1000%.
You hear this, I love this song so much, and then you really listen to it the
Dude.
50th time. It's like, what did he just say?
Yeah. How
You know?
how versed are you in Frank Ocean?
There's a Frank Ocean poster.
It's
on the
right
wall
here,
for
bro.
the
That was a
record.
genuine question. I'm
Yeah.
really sorry.
No, I'm not gonna lie
I was sitting
to you,
right there. I
that's
saw
amazing.
that so many times, bro.
That's the clip you put on Instagram. Like
That's so
that's
funny.
the best. I love
Blonde
that so much.
right there.
Yeah. Love Frank Ocean.
There's a song called Novocaine by Frank Ocean.
Yeah,
And I was actually like, I've been dreaming recently, a little insight into my life. I want to do a drum cover series again. What a shock. And I've been wanting to do it for a little bit, I'm not gonna
Nice.
lie. But we're trying to get through some logistics now. We're moving. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Soon, hopefully. But I remember in this list on the Spotify playlist that I was making, I was like, I put Novocaine on there because I love the beat, honestly.
Love it.
And it's like, it's really just a loop technically, but I knew what I could potentially do with it. And then I kept listening to it. And then I finally listened to the lyrics, and it's just about cocaine, strippers, hookers,
Yeah.
sleeping with women,
At Coachella.
drinking at Coachella. And I'm just
Coachella.
kind of sitting there like,
What do you expect?
I guess I should have thought about that when it was called Novocaine, but that's on me.
Yeah.
But that's just like an amazing example recently for me where
Yes.
I'm just like, I thought the song was just really cool.
Yeah.
But you guys are talking about hedonistic activities.
Yeah.
And I can't.
Really, really crazy.
I
Really,
can't. I
really
can't
crazy.
stand with that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like that song, it's honestly, when you think about his other stuff, like the production of it and stuff, it's pretty simple. It's not a
is
very
super
complicated
simple.
beat, but it's just
But it does
sonically
exactly what
it
it
does
needs.
something to you.
Oh,
It's
100%.
perfect. Like it's just
Dude,
that is
yeah.
when I'm bopping my head. I'm listening all the way through.
Dude, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude.
I want to hear as much of that beat as I can.
That's
Pyramids.
Dude,
Pyramids is his best song.
Dude,
Pyramids is
best
his best
song,
song.
100%.
100%.
There's nothing comparable at
I
that
will
point.
listen to the full. What is it? 11 minutes?
No,
it's like 10 minutes.
I thought it was
yeah.
like 7. I'm not gonna lie. I might be wrong about
It's
that.
it's long.
It's lengthy though.
long.
It's lengthy.
Because that whole end is just that guitar
Dude,
being all.
here's the thing. The
guitars
music-
are
I like
oriflamming for like 3 minutes. Like just.
Dude, the guitars just send me. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
yeah,
I will
yeah.
say I know because John Mayer was on that. I don't know if you know that. That's why this
on that
guitarist.
track?
He's on that track. That's what you hear.
I knew he did a lot of stuff with like
Yeah,
R&B.
John
and
Mayer's
rap,
also a
rock,
really
yeah.
cool, just like ghost producer, ghost,
for sure.
ghost writer in
For
a lot
sure.
of ways. But specifically, I say that because they did a music video for that song, and he does a different lick in,
Oh,
or
really?
it's not super different, but it's different.
It's just, yeah.
I think it's just syncopated at
I
that
gotta
point.
check that out.
But
That's crazy.
it's, in my opinion, better than the recorded version, or at least the studio version that's released on streaming.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, man, if I could just like replace that or just elongate that, honestly, for 10
Yeah.
more minutes, I'll take that.
I would listen to it. I love that song
It's
so
a
much.
very fun song.
Because
Pyramids
the
is-
fast parts of it at the very beginning, fun. I'm bopping my
Dude.
head, and then as soon as it goes into the more slow thing, like I'm there. I'm there for it. For
dude,
sure.
it is, dude.
Yeah. Love Frank Ocean. I mean, I would love another album.
I need something
yeah,
else
it's
from
been
him.
11 years, but
Everybody booed him
or
at
10 years,
Coachella, and
but
now he
yeah.
doesn't want to come back.
Yeah. That's
Rest
a
in
whole
peace.
can of
That-
worms.
That's a whole can of worms we will not go into right now.
Yeah,
Another time.
I'm still frustrated about that. Honestly,
Yeah, same. Honestly,
Yeah.
when I heard about that, I was
That
like, "What is
hurt
this
me.
garbage?"
That hurt me.
That
I'm
was
still gonna bump.
This-
I'm
this-
still gonna listen to his stuff.
disrespectful, but
Yeah.
understandable.
Yeah, I'm still gonna listen to his stuff.
Yeah.
I still listen to Kanye.
Good old Frank.
Yeah.
Y'all are both very sonically driven.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. That's called autism.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know for sure, but yeah.
I'm acoustically inclined.
There you go. That's much more
We
radio
realized
friendly.
this with the 21 Pilots episode that we did. I don't know if you know that we did that. It's a fun one.
We have a
It's
bunch
two
of
parts.
episodes.
Okay. Yeah.
Go
But
check it out. Go check it out.
but we have very different tastes in 21 Pilots music's, like our favorite songs by them.
Yeah.
And we realized when we were building up our lists of our like tiers
Yeah.
that I was more driven by like lyrically, like how it emotionally moved me with different songs.
The quality of production was not necessarily affecting your choice.
Well, the production was great.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
But the lyrics enhanced it so much
Yeah.
for me
It
that
bumped it up the charts.
It bumped it up the charts for me. But for you, it
Yeah.
was like if the lyrics weren't as
vibes.
strong, that's okay.
Yeah.
You were just there for the vibes.
Well, I was like Hometown's top 5 for me.
yeah.
From 21 Pilots, and a lot
And
of people
next
might.
semester.
great.
They like Next Semester is great as well.
I love Next Semester.
And also those lyrics are great too. Most of the lyrics of 21 Pilots is why I love them.
Oh, yeah.
I can vibe with. There's no cussing. It's nothing about sex.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just
Listen to
vibes.
it anywhere.
That's 1,000%.
Yeah.
I'm not struggling to be like, well, if I throw on this artist, will my mom look twice?
Yeah.
I don't
Fun
need that.
fact: the church camp that I worked at, Christian music only, Disney music, and the only band that they would let us listen to it was 21 Pilots.
What?
Because they didn't have there was
Let's
nothing to
go.
worry about, like no cussing, no nothing, and
Oh yeah,
they weren't like we're a gospel band, but they were very open about their faith.
clearly
Yeah.
Christian.
So yeah. But yeah.
Some people look at their shows and they're just like, dude, it's satanic. He
What?
puts his hands in the ink, and I'm just sitting there like, you don't
It
understand.
just looks cool.
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
it
Also,
looks
have you seen
awesome.
that theater production? Like,
Yeah.
come on, man,
It's
this is
insane.
dope.
Yeah.
It's
Anyways,
insane.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're just putting on a show.
They're just having fun.
A
They're
drum
just,
show.
They're just a bunch of Ohio.
See what you did there? See what
See
you did
that?
there?
You see that? She's a funny girl.
Anyway. Yeah.
But yeah. Sonically, I can't. If it's not sonically good, I can't get with it.
Yeah.
I will
I'm
say
with you.
Backseat Lovers is a band that was hard for me to get into because the production, at least for their first album, wasn't like amazing.
Kind of like it.
No,
there's
but I
something
agree
about
with
it
though.
that's like
I've
it's
flipped
more
on it, though.
raw. It
That's the
feels like
thing.
an actual studio album from like the
Yeah.
I don't want to say 80s or 90s. It just feels
I will
vintage.
say,
It feels vintage.
I agree. I'll give you context too. It was when I first discovered them or heard about them,
Yeah.
heard their first song, "Kill Me Girl," at least the
That
one
was the first one I heard too.
exploded.
I think most people, yeah.
Exactly. I was in my drum cover phase, and not that I'm not in my drum cover phase ever, but I was like in like either volume 2 or volume 3, and I was like really getting into like mixing drums, and I was like, that's a stupid way to mix drums.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna listen to it. And then like 2 years later, I'm like, this is like one of the best songs of all time.
So good. It's such a good song.
What am I doing with my
the
life?
little acoustic and harmonica part at the end?
Dude, I love that
oh my
part
God, dude.
so much.
That whole song is amazing.
It's an amazing song.
It's so good.
I like it a lot.
Their other stuff is really good too.
I agree. I agree.
I can't think of it right now, but there's.
Dude.
I think it's the same record. It's really good.
I like Dugout
Full
a lot.
House?
Full House. That's
Full
what I was
House.
Full
gonna
House.
say. He says that. He says it's
Full House.
This song
That's
is
Full
called
House.
Dugout. No, it's not. It's called
Full
Full House.
House.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Pool House.
Yeah, that's the
There it
one.
goes
That's
into
the
the beat.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good song. My
Yeah.
sister actually showed me that.
Yeah.
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 I agree.
They have some pretty great music.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
So,
great.
as far as for you, Olivia, because I know you're just asking the questions, I'll throw you a question. When it comes to the things that turn you off on an artist, what do you think is like the immediate, just like, I can't I can't touch this song, or artist or band, whatever it might be?
One of them is if the vocals don't sound good.
And what is good to you?
Like, I don't know. Everybody has a different timbre with the way that they sing.
That's true.
And so I think there's some that are more attracted to me and others where I'm like, you can't sing.
Like,
Huh?
do you have any examples in your head?
Not that I should say, probably.
Is this more of a personal thing? She's like, I don't like my husband's vocals. They're terrible. Very hard.
That will make me not listen to a song again if I was like, I didn't like the way that those vocals sounded.
I get it.
And then it does need to have a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually a song hooks me with the vibe of it first, and then I will really go back to it if it's got good lyrics.
Dissect it and everything.
Yeah.
I get it.
If I feel like I can dig my teeth into it.
That's a fair reason, in my opinion.
Yeah, but that's I'm the average listener probably.
Yeah. You're open, though. you know?
Yeah.
You're here for anything good.
I mean, I do also have like classical background a little bit,
Yeah,
so I know
yeah.
not really. I mean, I was in band in high school. So.
No, you showed me a 40-minute song on Spotify one time. I didn't know there could be a 40-minute song on Spotify, but it was a classical.
Let me introduce you to Bach.
I'm trying to think of what it could be. I don't know.
It was all I know is it comes up on my shuffle and it starts with like some really sharp flutes and what is it, timpani, and it's like insanely loud. Like as soon as it's on shuffle,
You're just
it's
going.
Second one, dung, like it's just so loud.
My
like,
ears.
Yeah.
Vesuvius?
It's Vesuvius.
Yeah,
Is it
it's
40
by Frank
minutes?
Kelly. I don't think
There's
that
one that you
it's
show that's
very
40
long.
minutes.
Sorry. It was a piece we played in high school by Frank Kelly, and it was supposed to be like the way Pompeii sounded when it happened.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Yeah,
and
that's
so
just
it's like
that's so
it's
cool.
really
So
cool because it just feels cinematic and
Yeah.
it feels like you're there and like the rumbling
And
of
it's
the
it's an
timpani, but it's
aggressive-
like
yeah.
So it's like I have that kind of thing too, where it's like I can pick out like when I listen to a song, I hear all the different instruments too, and like I hear the voice and I hear all the you know like I hear
that's something that
everything.
she has been able to appreciate about my music because
Yeah.
there's enough layers that, especially if I mix it semi well but also not well enough, you might lose the layers in your mind or in your head.
Yeah.
And there's at the very least in this one song called Timber where there's a violin or a bunch of violins that are doing like a melody, and I'm like, are you hearing this violin? You're like, I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
she's getting it.
That-
Oh, it's like bum 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 bum
Yeah.
bum bum bum.
Yeah.
I love that part. Anyways,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah. But usually I don't hear it on the first listen. Kind of.
No,
like
that's
with
true.
You.
Same with me, 100%.
But I do appreciate something I can go.
as long as you get there
into.
eventually, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And something I've appreciated with your music specifically is that it's always got like that kind of like it's got a lot of different layers, a lot of different
Yeah.
like emotions.
And you're also
and,
mixing
like,
on like garbage. That's
Yes.
the funnier part.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
That's the funniest part because I'm like, I'll never forget when you first showed me your setup. I'm like, you're kidding.
It is wild. It is wild. And I do
How long
say
it
that in the
took
most
you to
humble
like
way.
actually load up a project, much less play it on the speakers that you had. And I'm not saying you had like terrible speakers.
No.
But like,
Their budget, the Mackies.
Dude,
Mackie, great company.
Big fan.
Great for the money. I mean, it was literally like less than $90 for those
I agree.
speakers. Like
It's
those
like
were great.
great
Yeah.
vibes, but
Yeah.
mixing,
Yeah.
it's tough.
No,
It's tough.
no.
But like when you show me your stuff, I was like, all right, so this man's just like a genius over here.
appreciate
he's
that.
twiddling these ivories amazingly, and so I'm just sitting there like that's
I think
awesome.
it's just acoustic.
Yeah,
I think we're just that's
fair.
what it is.
That's
yeah.
so fair though.
Something I always appreciated with your music is before you had a track to show me, or I guess a demo. It's
Yeah,
always a demo.
whatever,
But before
just
you show me a demo,
project, yeah.
you always had something to say about it before you showed it to me.
Yeah,
More
there
than
was
this is
always
something
some
I've been
type
working
of-
on.
yeah,
You know, it
yeah.
was like this was inspired by this part of The Office.
Yeah.
You know,
I like to know stuff about that though, about my
Yeah.
favorite projects. Like
Yeah.
I wish people would do that more. You know what I mean? Like I want to know
Yes.
about that. Like
100%.
I want the deluxe edition with commentary.
Oh,
You know what I
Dude,
mean? Like
that's
I
one
want
of
to know.
anytime John Bellion ever releases like a how did I do it kind of
Yeah.
like making of song,
Dude, his live.
dude.
It's so good. Sorry, we
Dude.
haven't talked about that. His live is so
Okay.
good. Go ahead, my bad.
But
yeah.
no, side tangent on the live thing because we're already here.
Yeah. Jaden Robb showed me that. Shout out.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, big fan. Rich and Broke, I think it's what it's called. Do you remember that song? Does that ring a bell for you?
Maybe. I don't
Okay,
know. I watched a really long video.
That's a fair.
Yeah.
It is a very long
Yeah,
video.
yeah.
But it's one of those things that he just elevated it so much on the live.
Yeah.
And it was. That's one thing I can appreciate from great artists that I love. That I love from 21 Pilots specifically, and like EDM artists like Odessa, or anybody else like that. Like they'll expand upon their music live.
It's almost a totally different. Yeah, it's the same thing.
No, I agree.
But yes, I
agree.
love that too.
Because they're giving a
favorite,
different
yeah.
experience live that you literally can't get on the studio version, which I praise so
Yes.
much.
Yeah.
Because when artists just this is my pet peeve. If you just go ahead and play the song, and I'm not calling like a Taylor Swift kind of thing where she's playing a song but has performance around and has all the production. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking like Khalid sitting there just singing.
Yeah.
Walking around singing, or the rapper is just rapping. I'm like,
you can get that on Spotify.
that's not a show,
Yeah.
bro. That's
So
not
then
a
you
show.
have to go-
We're
yeah.
hanging out and you're karaokeing it. Is the
Pretty
point.
much. It's
And
a listening party.
I can't do this
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
but when you
Yeah.
can like elevate it with production and like expanding upon the song, that is like my favorite thing about 21 Pilots.
Yeah.
Is they can just like send it.
Yeah.
Not everybody does that, which is insane to me. I don't know why people don't do that.
Yeah.
But
I haven't had the pleasure of going to one of those shows yet, but I will.
Change that.
I will for sure. I will for sure.
Yeah, I've been
Before they hang it up and retire, I'll go to.
oh,
one.
1,000%. We'll see.
We'll see when that happens.
The Ohio show at Ohio Stadium is
Seems pretty finale.
it's feeling like a chapter at the very least for this era. I'm hoping that's.
Dang, don't say that.
I'm not trying to take away hope from you, but I'm taking away hope from you.
I mean, hey, at least you're being real with me, you know.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. We'll send you videos.
I'm glad y'all are going to that though. Y'all,
It's gonna
of
be
all
fun.
people that I know that are 21 Pilots
Dude.
fans, y'all deserve to go to that. Yeah, that's amazing.
we were very fortunate. It's
The tickets.
that's one thing about being married that is so. That's one of the many things for the record, but one of the awesome things about being a 21 Pilots fan with your partner is getting tickets to 21 Pilots shows.
Yeah.
We had two
Yeah,
major
two phones.
chances,
Yeah.
two phones, two
Yeah.
computers, being like, all right, let's figure this
can do
out.
it,
Yeah, both on the dot,
yeah.
both on FaceTime.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's at
Yeah.
work. I'm kind of at work. I'm at home. Freelance videography, and we're just like, all right, and go. And so like, I don't get the tickets, but she gets the tickets, and I'm just like, yes.
Yeah.
All right, we're good. We figured it out. But
Yeah,
amazing
so
times.
great.
So
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
Dude,
really
I'm
fun.
We're so
stoked.
excited about
so
that.
stoked.
Yeah.
Vlogging that 100%.
Oh, for
yeah.
sure.
No, I want to hear about that. for
Dude, it's
sure.
gonna be really fun. It's gonna be really sick. But I'll throw the question to you for just a little bit. For artists that, or aspects of an artist and or band that you would just turn the song off immediately, what would it be?
Ego.
Ego?
To an extent.
Fair, bro.
To an extent.
Fair, bro.
You need to have your confidence.
So-
you need to know.
so
you
not
need to know
falling
that
in
you're
reverse.
good at what you do. You need to go. So what?
So not falling in reverse. So
No, I love falling in reverse.
Okay. I'm just saying.
I've had this argument way too many times. Falling in reverse 15 years ago? Love it. Great.
Peak.
Great.
Now
and you
it's
know what
like-
sucks is like their production, everything's so good.
It's
'Cause
so
they have
great.
the money and stuff like they're what are they?
And their
Atlantic?
music videos,
They're-
bro.
Exactly.
Oh
like,
my
I think
gosh.
they're Atlantic Records or something. They're
Yeah.
getting money thrown at them.
Oh, it's
but
burning.
it's just like,
Yeah.
and I'll give it to the guy, Ronnie Radke. I'm not gonna lie
Yeah.
to you, he can be so funny.
He's really funny.
hilarious.
I
But
think
the ego, it's just it kills
The
it.
ego is a lot.
I can't.
I
like-
think he does it mostly for rage bait, honestly.
Yeah.
But I think partly is like he's
And-
completely believes it.
Yeah, I know he's got to some
You know?
extent.
You know?
can kind of just like tell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
100%.
People. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ego does it for me. That's all I can really say.
No,
Like
I agree. I agree. That's fair,
because I'm not a big fan, especially like in Christian music and worship, like.
dude.
But like in any performance whatsoever, like you're
not
there
gonna
for the
name names.
music. Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, like you're there for the music. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If you're there for worship, you are there for the music. Yes, you're there for God first and foremost. But
sure.
like,
but at a certain point,
yeah,
What are we
you know
doing
what I
here?
mean? Like it doesn't need to be like, oh, look at what I can do.
correct.
It's like,
It's that.
yeah, look, I can make these
Here's
sounds
the thing.
cool. That's fine, but
All
it's
I'm
not
saying-
about me. You know?
All I'm saying is that Lucifer had the most beautiful voice.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
yeah.
Just gotta be careful about that. That's
Yeah,
why
you
I
do.
don't.
True.
That's why I don't publicize.
Maybe that's why it turns you off.
Yeah.
The big ego. You're
Maybe.
like,
I don't know.
you're
Maybe
like,
it's like
quit trying to
it's a
sing
red-
to my soul.
It's a red flag.
Get away
like,
from me.
Get
Yeah.
out of here. Get out of here, Satan.
Yeah, that's why I love.
Not
Like,
allowed.
honestly, like I think that was an early thing for me because I was not. I was not in a place or in a home to be listening to Slipknot at the age that I did. But I like the idea that we didn't know as much about the people behind that mask. Like, they were just there to put on a good show.
Yeah.
No, it's very
write good
interesting.
records.
Yeah.
And of course, that's why I like Sleep Token.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
Slipknot, always will have. I like
Yeah.
Sleep Token way better than
Yeah.
Sleep Token is
My
different.
emo fellas.
Yeah.
Let's
Dude,
go.
yeah. I can't stand this. The Sleep Token hate is so forced.
It's
so forced
they
because
just-
they're amazing.
they just don't
They're-
like theater kids.
That's exactly what it is.
That's the only
That's
reason.
exactly what it is.
And I get it.
Yeah.
They're cringy.
Yeah.
But I like it.
I like it. I love it.
I don't care.
love it.
I also like Hamilton, you know, as a musical.
I mean, I don't know much about it, but I would totally buy a ticket if I was in New York.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You know, what I mean? I
it's
can
like,
appreciate it.
You can
Yeah.
appreciate the
Yeah.
art, you know, instead
Yeah.
of being like, well, they're stupid because they're wearing masks and makeup and stuff, and they're not saying their names. I'm like, all right,
No, it's art.
okay,
Yeah.
then don't listen to it. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. You don't
Do
have
whatever
to.
you want.
Who's forcing you?
Yeah, up to you. It's completely up to you.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, to wrap it up, I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
think it would just go to. I want to say ego, but really and truthfully, it goes to putting someone's self-image or whatever before the performance or the writing
Sure.
process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The creative
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
process.
They're being a
Like,
celebrity first.
They want to be
before
a celebrity
artistry.
more than they want
Yeah.
to make art, and I can't
I know what you're
stand
talking
that.
about.
Which
Yeah.
sucks because as a producer, we've realized like pop music is good for a reason because
Oh,
the
yeah.
production is really really good.
Sure.
But then you see these artists, it's like I don't really want to listen to that anymore.
It's a marketing
Yeah.
tactic at that
Yes,
point. And
yeah.
the best music I've found is not necessarily always the most popular.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's just not the
the 10,000 to 100,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. Some of those people, it's like, that's the best song.
Oh,
I've
the
ever
goatest
heard.
thing.
It's the
Dude.
best. You know what I mean? Like the little fan base. You know,
Dude,
it's all I
yeah.
need. Yeah.
Have I sent you Vodlau at all?
No, I never heard of that.
Man, that is a shame because they're a great band.
I never heard of that. No.
It's an instrumental band. There's no lyrics, and
I
they
love
made
that.
two of the best albums I've ever heard in my entire life.
Okay.
And I think they have on Instagram probably like 15,000 followers.
Really?
It is like,
Then they're probably amazing.
but it's
Yeah.
it's rock music, but in a cinematic mode.
Oh, okay.
That's what it
Okay,
is.
Okay.
And it's I'm
I'm super down for
It's
that.
choice, bro.
I'm super
It's
down for that.
choice.
Send me that.
100%.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
I need more stuff because my Spotify lately has just been.
Just repeating.
Playing the
Yeah,
same
it's
thing.
kind of a
Yeah.
repeating. I've actually been going back and listening to older stuff, just
Oh, okay.
that I haven't listened to, like revisiting stuff.
Yeah,
But yeah,
What?
for some reason, "Blurry" by Puddle of Mud has been a big song of mine.
Right.
It's like it's definitely Divorced Dad, like
Okay.
90s, 2000s, might have been 2000s, but
Okay.
like just stuff like that's been coming up. It's like, dude, this song is
Huge
so
fan.
good. Yeah. Maybe it's being like at this new job and stuff in a big truck on those dirt roads and stuff. It's like, I don't know.
It's
It's
doing
conne-
something.
Yeah,
to
it's
you.
doing something.
connecting
Maybe I
differently.
gotta like switch it up. You know
I
what
might not be
mean?
divorced, but in another life, in another
Yeah.
life, I was.
Yeah, maybe I gotta switch it up.
That's
Yes.
so
Funny.
funny.
That's good. Have
Listen
you
to Kanye or
have
something.
that? Well, fair.
Yeah.
Big fan.
New album's great, by the way.
Amazing.
Sorry, go
Have you heard of In Color at all?
In Color, but
In Color.
is that a band name?
That is a band.
Okay,
That
no,
is a
I
band.
haven't.
Yeah, that's a. It's more poppy
Okay.
than it is rock, but it is definitely rock as well.
Some alts.
I
there,
am
yeah.
super obsessed with them right now. They have consistently not toured. They're very small. They have not toured in the central U.S. They have done the coasts,
Oh,
or they're
of
doing the
course.
coast at
Yeah.
least. And I'm just kind of sitting there like,
Yeah.
Come here.
come on.
Why do we get that so often?
So
in
much.
Texas, we get that especially smaller bands.
That's gotta
we
be-
get that so
Well-
often. Texas has 3 giant cities with plenty of fans to
I
go to
can
your
throw-
But
I can throw
especially
you a-
larger people too, though. There are a lot of like bigger artists
That's
that
true.
don't come here, and I think it's because of politics.
I think it's a political.
I
reason
think
for
it's
sure.
got to be politics. I mean, I'm pretty sure Billy had a problem.
Billy
with
did
playing
She
in-
did
everything
it?
she
Yeah.
possibly could not to go to Texas.
And then
Yeah.
she
Unless it's like
did
Austin.
Yeah.
She did a second leg and came to Austin.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
Austin
Yeah.
might as well be California at this point.
I listen. I know a lot of people in my life. A lot of people in my family would probably say, you know, like in artists and stuff like that, don't talk about politics and stuff. But I feel like I wouldn't personally. But if you have a voice and if you want to, go ahead. That's fine.
You do
That's
whatever
fine.
you
That's
want,
on
but don't-
don't
but
take
no-
away from your fans who are
That's fair.
feeding or putting money in your pockets
yeah,
because
yeah.
the fans gonna go buy tickets for a Billie Eilish show. I'm not Billie Eilish, but if it was, like, are they really gonna go there and buy tickets to see my show? And they're also ice or whatever she's mad
Ice
at.
or boarding or whatever.
Those people are
not
not the
boarding, I
problem.
guess.
Those people are not the problem at all.
Yeah.
That never made sense to me. That never made sense to me.
They take it so personally. I'm just like,
Well,
you're
it's
not a
also-
politician.
Now I'm not gonna go play a show in North Korea or anything,
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like,
I don't think anyone's doing that.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
But like music always resonates with people for different reasons.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I think when artists make it more personal, sometimes that takes away from a certain kind of fan base that they could have.
That's true.
We were talking about that with like 21 Pilots, even though they're Christian guys. And a lot of their music has a lot of Christian influence.
Those undertones.
Yeah, and the undertones of it all. There are several people in the 21 Pilots community that
Of the
are not
LGBTQIA+.
Christian.
Probably
Yeah.
good
There are-
50%. Like I say, it's
there's
good
so
cut in
many.
half at this
and
point.
they like
yeah.
it for another reason.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it helps them.
But they also
in a
respect
certain way.
those, especially the devoted fans of non-Christian communities, if you will.
Yeah.
They respect their faith, though. They're
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
sitting there like, how dare they be Christian? Like, if they were doing that, they
Yeah.
wouldn't
Yeah.
listen, obviously. But
that
they're
part
like,
of the media or whatever just speaks louder.
Oh,
Most people are just like,
they're just
Yeah.
like,
free country.
you do you,
know, yeah,
I'll do me.
yeah.
Don't force anything on me. We're set.
Exactly.
And I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
We can
from-
respect each other.
from both sides, from
Yeah.
21 Pilots and from their community as well.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is
I agree.
really sick. I think if I have to pick an element of songs or things from a band that I would be like hard no, I think it's probably two things. One's more obvious than I would say the other technically. Actually, I'm doing an honorable mention: a bad album cover, as in bad album art.
Huh.
That weirdly turns me off.
I mean, if it's gonna be right there for the whole song, and I'm looking at it on my
Yeah.
car play, I couldn't say I agree to the extent, but
Sure.
there's some effect there for sure.
There's that's the thing that I liked about Apple Music when I was on the Apple Music trend. I'm on Spotify now. I've come to the
Finally.
light side.
Finally,
Yeah.
get rid of the red lightsaber.
Get
you got
that red
a blue one now.
lightsaber.
Yeah,
I'm on the
you're
green.
Good.
But when I had Apple Music, you could actually manipulate the album cover itself. And so if I didn't like the album cover, I'd either make one
yeah, if you
or
had
find
Mac.
like a stock image and just like throw it on there
Yeah.
as just like a placeholder.
That's so cool, actually.
Which is actually kind of nice. I wish Spotify allowed you to do that for your own
One day.
local library. But besides the point, I think that'd be helpful.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention, but I'd say number one is just bad production. That almost nearly turns me off.
Especially now.
Especially now. It's bad.
Yeah, it's
it's
hard.
like, and I hate to say it, but it's like I think production helps a ton in communicating your idea. And since
Yeah.
I am a sonic first ear instead of a lyric first ear, it's really hard for me to be like, oh, I'll keep listening to this song because it's got good bones. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's got to be a
I'm out.
really good song.
I mean, it's got to
gotta
be like. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of like classics.
Well, I also think that
One of
both
the-
of y'all value your time too,
Yeah.
listening to music.
yeah,
yeah.
So y'all are like, if this
ain't hidden.
isn't hitting,
No,
I'm skipping.
it. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
Because I
I'm
could
a
get
lot
in
more-
another song that's much better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I only
Yeah.
have time to listen to so many songs on this drive.
I agree.
I'm going to listen to the ones that are either going to inspire me or I'm going to be bobbing my head the whole time.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I
Can we
agree.
actually talk about that though? You said classics.
Yeah.
I've never talked to you about that. Like, how do you feel now as a producer when listening to a song from analog
Yeah.
days where
Yeah.
they were recording on tape
Yeah.
and stuff
No
like
digital.
that? Like,
Yeah.
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 I mean, because it is a completely different.
It's a different format.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah.
different.
And it
Yeah.
sounds completely different.
Yeah.
Not that it's bad, not that ours is better or worse.
No, I agree.
It's just different. Yeah.
I think, well, it gives me a lot of hope because, well, audio started as a technology much earlier than video or
Yeah.
film or visuals.
That's true.
Pictures, if you will. And because of that, because it started so much earlier, we've had so much time to figure it out.
Yeah.
That the classics, because like pop music just wasn't a thing until 1920, 1930 maybe.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting exactly when the gramophone really came up and radio specifically came
Sure.
out. But around that time, that's when like, songs could get big and artists could be a thing. Elvis became a thing at a certain point, I would say the first pop star, maybe I'm wrong about that. But I knowing that, like I look at like an album, say like Bohemian Rhapsody, like A Night at the Opera,
Yeah.
specifically Bohemian Rhapsody, that is from Queen.
Yeah.
I look at that and I'm just like, I still think it's a great mix. I still think it's a great master.
Oh, that song is mixed
Beautifully.
So good for, I don't know what year it came out, but it was definitely in the 80s.
It was definitely 80s
You know
for
what I
sure.
mean? Like, that
Yeah.
was
It
had
that was
to be.
close to 45, 50 years ago.
Yeah.
That song sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And my sound system in my car, it sounds amazing. Like I can hear everything going on.
They do the stereographic thing. It's a whole thing.
Yes.
And it's the reason. What?
It would have had been so complicated to make that song back
Dude,
then.
don't get me started.
I know they worked their butts off,
Dude.
dude. Like I know they worked on that.
my gosh,
It's a 7-minute song, which that was not really a thing.
Which is insane.
You know what I mean? So like
That's
that
stupid.
Yeah.
and it costs money to like have it on tape and stuff like
right.
that. It's
Every
ridiculous.
reel, like it like you
It's a lot.
you can't really waste it. You know
No,
what I mean?
and you
Even
need a
for
studio.
a big band like that, like you don't really want to waste tape.
No,
so.
100%.
Yeah.
But and the reason I say hopeful when it comes to like listening to those old records and realize it still holds up today is like the fundamentals of mixing and mastering and producing specifically are all true. If you have a bad master, you have a bad mix. If you have a bad mix, then you have bad instrumentation.
Yeah.
So you got to start with the bones, the raw stuff of what you're recording and why you're recording and how you're recording it and where it is compositionally wise. And if you have that, this is where I go back to the Backseat Lovers because their composition's great.
Right.
Like I love it. Big fan. Like
Yeah.
in and more importantly, even more recently, John Bellion's most recent album, Father Figure.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like his mastering or mixing on that album specifically.
I kind of get.
It's it's older and clippy. It's very distorted.
It is a little bit clippy, and the low end is like so in your face. On some of the
It's
songs.
intense, but I get why he did it because he was trying to go for a more timeless thing. Because that's kind of how a lot of the older records, and I'm talking like 60s, 50s, kind of sounded. Because it was like, you have that, it's a very mid-centric, it's not necessarily wide, and it's compressed, so you have the compression of what like the 90s had, but like an older take EQ-wise from like a 60s kind of record, where like there's not a ton of high end, there's not a ton of low end, except for obviously the 808s that he uses. But stuff like that where I'm just like, okay, so clearly the production does not matter nearly as much as probably my producer side of me wants to project.
Right.
I don't want to project on anybody my own grievances of like that I'm not a good enough producer.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you
know?
mean. Yeah. Can we specify though the mixing, because the production of creating those songs, like just like the little piano chops out of nowhere,
bro.
The way that
John
they're just
Billings
so
thing?
perfect. Yeah, the way that they're just so perfect.
Yeah.
And but I get what you mean, and you actually kind of made me have like somewhat of a epiphany there, because I was like, that's starting to make a lot of sense, because like those drums are a lot more like, that sounds like something like
it's boom bappy, bro.
Like that sounds like
Dilla.
you could hit that on one of the, that's exactly what I was thinking.
He talks about Dilla all the time, so I remember he actually got me on
working on it.
Bro, that's what I was listening to it all, and I was like, oh, this is John Bellion, but like stripped bappy a little bit, more hip hoppy,
and just a little bit older.
Agreed. Yeah. But it shows you that the bones of a song will always shine through, even against either older production, bad production, whatever kind of production you have. I think there is a line where you cross. If you don't have enough good production, then your song really starts to suffer. But I think that line is a lot lower than I think producers or any kind of studio worth a dang is probably going to be like, I think you need to hit to get high, because like I'm actually going to get to a little tangent. Kilohertz.
Who?
Not who.
Oh,
what?
Okay.
Kilohertz, 44.1 kilohertz versus 48 kilohertz.
Gotcha.
The sample rate.
I was like, what band is this?
I'm so sorry. That did sound like a band, though. You're like, what is that band?
I want to hear what these guys are talking about, man. Yeah.
I totally led you astray. My bad.
You're good.
But specifically the sample rate of songs. I used to be like really in the weeds of like 48 kilohertz or die. In reality, I cannot tell you the difference between hearing wise 44.1 versus 96.
Yeah, I mean, I can't either. Yeah.
Could never tell you.
Yeah.
Noah Kahn uploads his music at 96 kilohertz. It's very well mixed. If he uploaded it at 44.1, I don't think it'd matter at all.
Really?
Because it's so good. It's such a
his mixes are very, very good.
It's so pristine.
Yeah.
It's I call it Nashville clean.
Yeah.
That's where
it is. Or like that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Because it's bright in the right ways, and it's also punchy where it needs to be, but it's not too much of anything. It's flat in a great way.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool.
Yeah, my poor sister is like a huge, my older sister. She's a huge fan of Noah Kahn.
Oh yeah,
and she's been telling me to listen to his new record for like however long it's been out. I haven't got. I just keep forgetting about it.
That's a sin.
It's not that I don't want to listen to it. I just
don't go around to it. Yeah, I get it.
I like Noah Kahn. I loved Sixth Season. Like, such a good record, all the way through, front to back. Best song is Your Needs, My Needs. By the way,
100%.
There's no competition.
I agree.
That's definitely the best song.
Based take.
Yeah. He has a lot of other good ones on there.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
On our
The
drive.
lyric.
Oh,
Sorry. No. Go ahead.
I was gonna say.
He's ranting. No worry.
Yeah.
I was gonna say on our drive to Little Rock a few weeks ago, we listened to the Noah Kahan album. I don't know what it was. We were just like driving, and then I was like, "I'm gonna put this on," and I just
Was
put
I
it on.
editing at some
It
point?
was
Yeah,
kind
you
of
were
a
editing.
It was the
perfect
questions. That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
editing the
It's
questions
a
for my
good place to
grandparents.
listen to music like that.
It's
With
an
all the
amazing-
trees and stuff. Like, that's, yeah.
And
Dude,
it
it was
was
a vibe.
like
It was a
it
vibe.
was the perfect vibe, and we listened to it from the beginning to the end, and we'd
Beginning
already
to end.
listened to the album
100%.
individually.
I
But
agree. No,
yeah,
it was
it's
fun.
not usually like that folksy kind of thing is not usually what we'd go for, but
No.
it worked.
I'm getting a
It
lot
worked.
more into it.
Dude,
Yeah.
here's
Listen
the
to
thing.
it.
I
It's
like
really
21
good.
Pilots in the same way I like Bon Iver or Bon Iver. if you
I
will.
love Bon Iver. Yeah, I think it's Bon Iver.
It is Bon.
That's what I've always called it.
It is a French
yeah.
term for the record.
Yeah.
If I say it, some people are
Justin
like,
Vernon.
huh?
Yeah.
I'm like Bon
Yeah.
Iver.
Dude, the fact that guy got his heart broke and he locked himself in a cabin for 6 months and made
Heart
that
broke,
record.
got
And now,
mono, lost a job.
yeah, but yeah, his life went.
Utilized an SM57.
Dude, and he did not have expensive equipment like
No.
that. That's another great example of what you were talking about. Like
amazing
the
example.
production is really amazing,
It's
but there
raw.
are some mixes like there's some stuff with the mixing there. It's like, whew, that was loud. you know what I mean? Like
That was loud, or
was
what
really
is that
loud.
reverb going on? Is that the cabin?
Right, and like the kick drum sometimes.
Oh my
like,
gosh, yeah.
almost you can't even hear the guitar chords,
Yeah.
but it's like
I mean,
also it's beautiful.
Real talk,
Yeah.
skinny love drums, they're terrible. Or at least
They
they
are.
sound terribly mixed.
They're not
But-
exactly,
But,
they're not
but they're
terrible.
great.
They
do
that song
need
is
what they
amazing.
need to do.
That song for 150 years will be such a good song.
I agree.
Like I
Oh,
love,
live on.
love
They
love
will
this
live
song.
on for sure.
For sure.
That's one of my favorite artists.
The
for sure.
Civil Wars.
The what?
Do you know about them?
No.
Yeah. Safe and Sound from the Hunger Games. Do you remember that? With Taylor Swift.
I know Capital Cities.
I was gonna say.
No, yeah,
Capital City.
that's our childhood. That's like almost on par with Midnight City.
I was about to say like both of
it's
those,
it's
right?
up
If I
there.
have those next in the playlist,
Yeah.
I'm going 90 on the highway.
Yep. I'm going fast, buddy.
I'm going quick.
Yeah. We're going on. Yeah.
We're going on a journey.
Hey, we're from Texas, by the way, guys. You kind of have to drive faster. You're gonna get run
on
over.
I-75. Oh,
Yeah.
Every
if
man
you don't,
for
you're gonna get
himself.
run over.
That's what
yeah,
I'm saying,
Yeah, for
bro.
sure. For sure.
Yeah, I'll be going like 10 over, and somebody's like,
dude, we were on the
yeah.
way here, and like she was going 80, and like it's a 70,
Yeah.
and there's like 3 cars just like trying to bolt behind her because she's in the left lane, so she gets
Yeah.
over, and they're like just
Zoom.
Yeah.
just like
Like,
90 to 100
in a row.
plus.
Yes, I think that's what they're considering.
And they're like in
Autobahns
like
in Texas.
and they're like in like Ford F-150s. Like they're not in like sports
yeah, no,
cars.
they're running you over. like they're gonna be fine.
Rails and
You
all.
might-
like
yeah.
they're just like they'll kill you.
Yes, they could kill somebody.
They'll kill you and then they'll shoot you. You know.
Exactly. Yeah. Love it here, but then you got to deal with stuff like
but
that.
Silver Cities is what you said.
No, the Civil Wars.
Civil War. Sorry,
So
my bad.
Safe and Sound off of the Hunger Games.
Okay.
Taylor Swift did that song with
Okay.
the Civil Wars.
Gotcha.
The dude looks identical to Johnny Depp.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a man and a woman.
Yeah.
They're just friends. They've
Yeah.
always made music together. Very folky, but like another good examples. Some of those like they definitely use the Aquarian kick drum with the felt kick pedal with the pillow inside.
Oh,
of
man,
it.
I know
It's
what you're talking about.
But the songs are beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I mean, you just
So it
can't,
doesn't
like,
matter at that point.
It's to the point to where like they'll hit
Dude.
one chord and the harmony with the vocal. It's like it makes me want to cry instantly. It's just
Yeah.
it's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. There's I think as drummers, I know for me personally, my ears immediately go to drums. If the
100%.
that's another
Drums
thing
or
too.
bass,
if,
yeah.
if the drums suck, I can't help you.
Drums, bass,
I'm leaving.
synths. That's my top.
1,000%.
Yeah.
If you get those, and also vocals as well, if you have vocals. But
Yeah, I can't
different
sing.
events.
So yeah,
It's like, that's
so, yeah.
understandable. Understandable. But I say that because with the drums specifically for Holocene from Bon Iver,
Oh yeah, the two drummers. Yeah.
dude, 2 drummers.
Yeah.
I've never heard a more bassless drum set with 2 drummers.
Yeah, that is true.
Dude, there's
They
so
must just mix it.
it's just
really.
it's so neutered,
yeah.
honestly.
It is,
and
It
it's
kinda
like,
is.
but it's one of my favorite songs of all time.
Oh, that song will make you tear up,
Dude, it
that
makes
song
me
will make
tear
the
up every
toughest
time.
man in the world cry if you listen to it all the way through.
Dude, yeah.
that's a good
Dude,
song.
it is like to me like the peak of like what nostalgia feels like for me.
Yeah.
Where it's just like longing and just dramatic, just I don't know, dread to a certain extent for me.
Yeah.
I'm just like I want what I had, but I can't have it again.
I can't believe I have never told you this, but I found Midnight City through the movie Warm Bodies.
Oh.
And I also found Bon Iver, like the artist,
Yeah.
from the movie Warm Bodies.
Well, immaculate
He has
movie.
a song from the same record that's on that Holocene is on. I forget the name of that record. It's like his second or third record.
I think it might be self-titled
I don't know.
because he did Remember Forever Ago, which is the first one.
Yep.
I want to say it's self-titled. I could be wrong.
Maybe it's. I think it's like it's his earlier.
I know
records
it looks
for
like a
sure.
watercolor painting.
Yes, yeah.
I know what
It's a
you're
good.
talking
It's a good. It's called Hinnom, Texas.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's or Hinnom TX.
Gotcha.
And it's on that movie, and I found both that song
That's
M83 and then that song
Bro.
Bon Iver. Those are two artists who
Yeah.
have stayed with me to this day.
Yeah.
And that movie came out when I was like, I don't know, random fun
No,
fact.
it's like
Sorry, that's a bad.
I think that's a cool point
that's
to
good.
hit on. I think I wanna lean on you because I know you haven't talked. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
But finding artists, I know we've talked about this at length. Like, what do you think are like the main avenues for you of finding artists, of finding songs or things or art that you like, specifically in the music sense?
I mean, mostly lately, it has either been my Spotify DJ,
Of course, DJX.
or, I mean, truthfully, like in media, whether that's a movie or
sure.
a TV show or TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TikTok's a big one too.
Yeah, I was
lie.
gonna say
Yeah.
if there's a clip of a song that starts to trend and it gets under my skin,
Yeah.
and I go listen to the song and every part of it is just as good as that clip, I'm
Yeah.
like, man.
I don't even care if I found it from
Yeah, I
TikTok.
don't
People
even
find that
care.
cringe.
I
Yeah.
agree.
I don't even care. I
don't
like
even
the
care. I'm
song.
adding
Putting it
it.
on my
Yeah.
playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Somber, he's one of those.
I was literally just about to
Somber's a
say
great
that to
example of
friends.
that,
I heard it
yeah.
on every video ever, but it's like,
It's so
dude,
popular.
that song is so good.
Dude,
It's
yeah.
so
Yeah.
good. It is
Yeah.
so good.
It's one of those times, even like with the controversy and debatable controversy, just him being a 20-year-old coming out.
What do you expect?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're giving a 20-year-old.
And I'm just sitting there like,
yeah.
this man's music is so good, I'm keeping him on my playlist.
So
Yeah.
listen, again, I will say it again. I still listen to Kanye.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I mean, you got to separate the art from the artist,
No,
man.
yeah,
Like,
I-
you really have to. That sounds like a cop out. That sounds like an easy excuse.
No, I believe
I'm
that
not here
100%. I know
to
we've
give
talked
him
about
money.
that.
I don't care about. That sounds terrible. I'm not here to just directly support this person.
Sure.
I'm here because I want to listen to this project.
Agreed.
Yeah.
No matter
Agreed.
who it was made by.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I just
Yeah.
happen to like.
I'm not doing it
his
for
stuff.
the person. I'm doing it for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a
I don't have to
self-endeavor.
interact with the guy. You know.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah,
but
it scratches
100%.
an itch for me.
No, I agree.
Yeah. I think-
Yeah. Yeah. No, go ahead, please.
I was gonna say I think that's probably the place where I find
No,
it
I
most
agree. I think
lately.
I find it through so many different things. I know like there's a artist called Jeremy Zucker. It's like semi-indie, but also not. I discovered him through a music video randomly on the YouTube suggested video that I was scrolling through YouTube on years ago.
Yeah.
For 21 Pilots, I discovered it technically through two people. One from my small group in high school, and then from my sister. My sister specifically really got me on the train. And then like with Odessa, learned it through my brother. For Nothing But Thieves, I learned it through a music video. But also like with TikTok, there's a guy named that I can't name the name of actually. But I do know the song Forerunner, and it's one of those.
Yeah.
You know
That's
that?
a good song. Yeah.
Love
yeah,
that
yeah.
song. One of those songs that kept playing that loop until it got released.
Yeah.
That's that part of the song, and I was like, I really hope this doesn't suck. And I love the entire song, honestly. So
Yeah.
it's one of those moments where you're just like, I really hope this works.
Yeah.
It's sometimes about TikTok songs.
Yeah.
It's just that one part that was really
know,
cool,
I
and
know.
everything else sucks.
But it is so cool to see them when it's like, oh, this has got like 80,000 views, or
Yes.
it's got 100,000.
Yeah.
And all of a
Yes.
sudden they get big. It's like, oh my God, this guy
That's
is
how I
like
felt
literally about to start making like
Dude, yeah.
a living off of this. And I
Yeah.
get to see this in real time.
That's
that
so
is the really
That's
cool
it, man.
aspect of it
That's
for
it,
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I felt with In Color. When I
When you were talking about
well,
yeah.
it was recommended to me through Apple Music when I was doing like the Infinite Shuffle thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, this song is immaculate. And then like I listened to the rest of the discography, which don't have a lot, but they have some. And I was like, this is great. And they're like so active right now on social media and everything, and they're growing in the way that I want. I'm just like, this is great. I can't wait for you guys to come back to Texas so you guys can play Southside Forward. Go on, let's do it.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
But yeah, you were trying to say something.
I forget.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. It'll
My
come
bad.
back to me.
Okay, but stuff like that. What about you when it comes to like places to find music?
I was gonna hit on that what you said earlier. TV shows. I've
Yeah.
always found like some of the best songs I've ever heard have come from TV shows.
Yeah.
Like I can name so many. I went on a whole deep dive after finding this guy. There was an episode of Ozark. Ozark had
love
very.
Ozark.
Wait, you've watched Ozark?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know if we
Twice,
talked about that or
actually.
not. I watched it twice as well.
Bro,
Yep.
we have not talked
dude,
about this.
Ozark from
Next
start to
episode.
beginning. Every single episode is good. Every
Dude.
season is good.
Yeah.
Left you on the edge of your seat after every single season.
Yeah.
Like it's peak.
Big
The
fan.
the oh. I always think about just the camera work on there, dude.
camera work's fun,
The
bro.
scene where
Ruth?
what's the mom's name? Laura Linney. Laura Linney plays her.
Oh my gosh. Wait, did you just name the actress?
Yeah, the mom's name. What's her name?
I'm forgetting now. Wendy.
Wendy. Oh
Wendy.
God, I can't stand
Wendy Bird.
I can't stand Wendy Bird, dude.
Wendy and Skylar White.
Skylar White at least kind of had a. Well, she's not even kind of. She had a reason.
At least she didn't
Yeah.
cheat. Well, actually, she did.
No,
Wait,
she
hold on.
did. I was about to say. I literally was about to say.
I don't know why I said that.
You know what, Ted?
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Shove over the counter, just.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
Bad.
no, not talking about that, but no. So
But the song that you discovered through Ozark.
yes, yeah. This guy Jim James has a song called "Here in Spirit."
Okay.
They had a lot more like Southern songs that would go on in the background that they have had playing, like some Bob
Yeah.
Seger.
Yeah.
Do you remember Tuck, the character? Always played
gosh.
"Still the Same" by
Love
Bob Seger.
Tuck, bro.
Love Tuck. He always played that same song on the
Oh, yeah.
jukebox
Only
and
good
stuff like
vibes.
that.
Yeah.
But this song was like a more like a little bit production heavy, a little bit
Yeah.
more poppier.
Yeah.
Still more indie and like alternative or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it does this random tempo change and this ends the episode. And
Yeah.
I went into a deep dive.
Yeah.
And like the dude had played on the same. He was old. He played on the same stage as John Denver. And he had been doing music all this time, and he still was like into heavy production. Like he's been keeping up
Doing
with
his thing.
everything.
Wow.
But he's like super old, never got like insanely popular. Just was more behind the scenes, kind
Sure.
of did his thing.
Yeah.
But he still made a living off of it.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know, stuff like that. It's like I would have never found that.
No, that's encouraging.
Just looking through Spotify, what's on New Music Friday?
Yeah.
I used to find music off of New Music Friday. I definitely don't anymore.
I agree.
But yeah.
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 It's tough.
That's fair.
DJ X.
I need to use the DJ more. I
DJ's
like
fun.
it. I use
He's
it, but I don't
great.
use it enough.
I do like the radio feature that you can use where you just click a song, you're like, go to the radio of it, and it just suggests all the songs.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
similar to it. I think that's really cool to discover artists as well. But
Basically, Pandora.
Because on DJ now you can like put in like a prompt for like I
Yeah,
want to listen
I
to
did
this
see
kind of
that.
vibe.
yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's always.
I feel like for like trips or like if you're with a group of people, I feel like that's super helpful.
Yeah, when we
'Cause-
were at the beach, I had like the Bluetooth.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
was like summer vibes,
Yeah.
just DJ, and it was like
And it was
here you
immaculate.
go.
I'm not gonna lie, it was
Yeah,
great.
it's like Island in the Sun by Weezer.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like
Or anything.
Santeria.
There you
and,
go.
like,
Yeah,
I'm
like, for sure.
Yes, and it's my taste too.
Yeah. We all get the vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, or just any
it was
Tame Impala
great.
song, just like
Oh,
Any
yeah.
Tame Impala song.
Yeah.
The dude from Sugar Ray, like, what is it? I just want to fly. What is that song called?
I don't know.
It's like
I
the
know what
songs
you're
you were
talking
describing.
about. Yeah.
It's the dude from Scooby-Doo.
oh,
What?
They're in Scooby Doo, like they're the
What?
band playing in the background, and like
oh my
it's,
gosh,
it's Sugar
what?
Ray.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
I gotta look that
Yeah.
up. That's crazy.
Yeah, you know the Scooby Doo movies, right?
100%.
Yeah.
I love the Scooby Doo.
I know the live
movies.
action
Yeah,
one.
yeah, that's what I'm never
The one
really
that
talking about. I was talking about the live action. Yeah,
Our man Matt, what is his name? Lilliard or something like that.
Matthew Lillard.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. I was close.
I love Matthew
Shaggy.
Lillard.
Yeah.
such a nice guy.
Such a cool
Like
guy.
all of
Such a
his, like he
cool
always
dude.
like
Yeah.
you know like is like really nice and talkative to his fans and stuff. Which yeah, he's
Yeah.
a nice guy.
I think
So
him and what's his name, Spencer from iCarly.
Oh yes, Jerry Trainer.
Jerry Trainer.
Well, that dude is just a hero.
He's just awesome.
in
I
general. Did y'all
love
watch
him.
the documentary?
I did not watch
Yes.
it.
Yeah, did
I
you
think
watch
we
it?
did.
Jerry-
We not watch it together?
No, me and Miguel watched that together.
Then maybe I watched it after you told me to, and we talked about it.
Yeah, must have. I think y'all were dating when that came out.
I think so.
I think it was like 2024,
I feel like it was at the
2025.
cusp.
Yeah.
It was
I
like
think maybe it
around that
was
edge.
the year that we started dating, but earlier in the
Probably.
year.
I was
yeah.
still in my apartment at Waxahachie, but I think it was literally like one of those last months that I was there. Like
Oh,
it was
sure.
the end of that summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But no, yeah, like
were
Jerry
about to get
Trainer
together, yeah.
was a freaking hero, man. He always protected those kids.
Yeah.
Like he,
Yeah.
he's
That's
a goat.
wild.
Yeah.
He's the
Wild
goat.
times. Wild tangent too.
I love that guy.
But yeah, music, you know.
Where are we at right now? Time.
So yeah, we're at
Oh, we got to be up there.
we're at 73 right now.
Heck
Minutes.
yeah.
So let's find a stopping point here. So for your music specifically, what is your plan? I don't know if you want to publicize that.
I don't mind. Yeah.
But like I know like you have one song out, but I know you've been working on music for a bit now.
long time.
Long time. What do you think is holding you back from releasing? And then what is your ultimate goal as an artist?
It's hard to say about the ultimate goal thing because I really don't know.
Just
I
being
would like to be able to make a living
Yeah.
off of music, but
Yeah.
even if I was decently famous that's still hard to make money off of, and I don't really want to be you know what I mean,
Yeah.
like I don't like
You don't want people to know your face.
not really, because I don't
Yeah.
want it to have anything to do with me.
Want to go
my
to Costco and
individual.
be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't really
Yeah.
want it to have anything to do with me. I just want to make it.
Yeah.
I really just want to make music. As far as what's holding me back, like, honestly, life, just
Yeah.
in general, like it
Bro,
is
life
hard.
is lifing
It
right
is
now.
hard to come home and sit down and produce sometimes, because that takes a ton of brain power.
Yeah.
Am I gonna do that right after work? No. I'm gonna be honest with you. No,
You're already
that's
kind
not
of spinning at
I'm gonna
that
take a
point.
nap.
so yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah.
That still learning. Honestly,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm only 5 years in at this point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
great. It's very
deep into
early.
it, 5
Yeah.
years. So
Yeah.
it takes a lot longer than that to be where you want to be. You're
100%.
always going to grow as a musician, but like
Yeah.
I'm still learning stuff.
I like that.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but as far as like any concrete plans, I have an outline of an EP I'm working on.
Yeah.
And I have been for a long time. I really have like solidified this in my mind that I would like to have something by the end of 2027.
I mean,
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
not super
I've
big
been
time,
waiting
like,
forever for this.
I know.
And I know she's
And
been
I
waiting
just want it
forever
on my
plus two.
Spotify, honestly, because I'm not trying to be like, oh,
I want it
I
on
like listening to my
Spotify.
own music. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
You've been
Like,
waiting.
so yeah,
Waiting.
Yeah.
it'll be before too long.
100%.
Before too long.
Yeah.
I mean, I already have the outlines done.
Yeah,
I
as
just
long
need,
as the train's going,
You know,
that's all
I need to
good.
write a lot of lyrics and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But
Yeah.
it'll be fun. It's gonna be great.
Get some
We're going to be working on
collaborators.
some stuff.
Yeah.
You already technically have credits on one song. Don't know if I'm still going forward with that, but maybe.
Let's go.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I've always wanted to collaborate with a good artist and
Oh, it's
an
happening.
artist specifically that's in my genre. And I don't feel like I've
Yeah.
really found that personally, at least in person, until I found you. And I was like, okay.
Do we have a genre? Really and truthfully, do we?
I call it alternative.
Yeah, that's the
Vibes.
best. Yeah, the vibes. Yeah, alternative. Yeah, we don't
Cinematic
really have
As
it.
an
alternative
undefined, I
vibes.
don't
Yeah.
know, you know.
But we will. You can look forward to us two being on it at least 2 to 3
Yeah.
on one record.
I've wanted to
combined.
rap and or sing
Yeah.
on anything of
Yeah.
yours.
No,
and I've wanted to just be in your world.
I
think
do
it's
want
so
you to
sick.
be a part of more than that for the production.
No,
Like,
yeah,
a good part of
100%.
it.
If
Like,
we-
and
if we
it's,
could have it
when I
happen.
say a part of it, that can mean you're behind my computer, or I'm just like, what do you think about this?
No,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
so yeah,
Yeah, just being a consultant, if you will.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Or
just being fully.
scores.
Exactly, scores indeed.
I
yeah.
want to do that so bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
drop
get you on it.
everything.
I'm gonna get you on it, bro.
I drop everything, dude. I want to do that so bad.
You're like,
thank you, Kyle Dixon and Michael Stein for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Stranger
yeah.
Things. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, thank you. They're the ones who did it. Actually, really and truthfully, for being real, it's Daft Punk, and then Stranger
Yeah.
Things like
Daft Punk?
hit that,
Bro,
yeah.
yeah.
Tron Legacy.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
when
My
dad
dad bought me
dude,
that at Hastings.
Yeah.
The record. Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite stories about production was when Calvin Harris or David Guetta, I think, one of the EDM
Both great.
artists, went to like the house of Daft Punk.
Oh, yeah.
and they like went to go see their setup, and they're like, it was basically your setup. Honestly, it was
Yeah.
like a couple speakers and a laptop, and they're like, "Is this it?" And
No, they were geniuses,
and Daft
dude.
Punk was like,
Oh,
"Yeah,
yeah.
that's it." And then like he just felt so bad because he was like, I have a full like $1 million studio
Right.
behind me, and you're making this.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing with
They were
my
different.
life?
They were
Which is also stupidly encouraging as producers that don't have a ton of money
Right.
to like throw to a studio or something
It's
like that.
very encouraging.
Yeah.
It's very encouraging. I mean, and some of the best people made it like that. I mean, dude, Led Zeppelin, John Bonham, drummer, by the way,
Dude.
learned on coffee cans. I'm not joking. Like,
Yeah.
learned
Dude,
on coffee
I
cans.
learned on pillows.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, that's
I
how
learned
you
pillows,
have to
and I
do it
also I
sometimes,
did
yeah.
like hand boning. I think is what it's technically called, which is I think,
regular shit.
dude, I'm not kidding. Where I would like hit my body.
Save your life someday, dude. Yeah.
Ham boning will save your life someday. It'll be all like, what? You trying to mug me? No.
I think that's where I learned the term. I was like, I do that. It looks so cringy and bad, but that's where I started before I had a
Regular
drum
show
set.
is yeah. Sorry.
Goated.
But yeah.
But that's where you start. You gotta start somewhere, and it's like there's that drummer in your bones.
Yep.
I think you both of us can agree to this. It's like we needed to drum more than we wanted to drum.
Yeah, no, it just kind of was a thing.
Because some people look at drums and they're like, I would love to know how to do this, and
Yeah.
we're just like, we did it. Like,
Yeah.
Not that we were good off the bat, but like we kept going
just
until we
kinda
figured it out.
happened. Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
It was definitely a necessity more than a desire, if you will.
Yeah.
And became a desire eventually because we were like, this is actually really good.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
really fun.
It's super fun. Great workout.
Really
yeah,
fun.
really great
Very
workout.
great workout. Fun
Yeah.
times. Yeah. But I do miss it though.
I know.
Being an apartment, it's not for the faint of heart for the drummers. You can't drum in an apartment.
Yeah, those were some rough years not having my drum set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, plans are happening
For sure.
for potential drums coming back into the fray. We'll
Oh,
see.
yeah.
We'll see. No promises. Up to God at that point. But anyways, Elijah, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
It's been so
Thank
fun.
you.
Thank you for
Yeah.
being the first guest. Yeah, clap for yourself.
Oh, I'm clapping for myself. Sorry. I was like, we're clapping, man. No.
I appreciate you coming on. Is there anything you want to say to the audience, either about your artist profile or whatever?
If you can find it on your stuff. If you're gonna post this, you'll probably
Yeah.
just tag me.
Yeah, I'll tag
so
you.
Just tag the FORE account.
Yeah. FORE.
Yeah.
If they can look that up on Spotify or Apple Music.
There's nothing on Spotify yet.
That's
But
tough.
you can follow me on Spotify. I have a profile.
It's an artist profile.
You can follow me, and then when I drop something, it'll pop up on your feed.
You'll get there.
Maybe we'll promote it after it comes out too.
That'd
Maybe,
be cool.
yeah.
Do an episode talking about what y'all did together.
That would be sick.
Yeah, we get. Oh, I'm
That
so
could be
down.
fun.
That'd be so
I'm so down.
That would
I'm
be fun.
down to do a series. I'm down to come on way more. Like, yeah, for sure. Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank y'all so much for watching. And until next time, peace.